Cumberland River Bridge right below Lake Barkley. Also should be super low, almost, you know, pre-drought conditions. But see, it's actually murky though, still murky. Takes a lot for that to get green, only in the wintertime normally. Today we are at Lake Barkley Dam here near Paducah, Kentucky. We'll try to catch some hybrids, stripers, white bass, yellow bass, Asian carp, maybe even the catfish, skipjack, whatever. Yeah. We got very lucky today because it's a Saturday and it's real nice out. You know, when I seen only how many people were here. Only about 5 cars in the parking lot. I had a hard time deciding between Kentucky Dam and Barkley Dam because they're only a couple miles apart. And I figured this one would be the least crowded. Only disadvantage I see to this is they're letting the water out of the lake, even though it hasn't rained for really any at all in the last month. But they're preparing it after Labor Day. I talked to a guy, he said they prepare the lake for winter pool the weekend after Labor Day. So they're letting a bunch of water out for no reason, basically, and it's real dingy and high. That's the only disadvantage I see. So you can't really tell how deep it is or where the big boulders are and stuff. As opposed to Kentucky Lake, you can tell what you're doing because the water's always green. Oh! Did you see it? I don't even know what it was, do you? It wasn't bad. Man. I set the hook and he actually got off when I did that. Right on the bank. I think that might have been a largemouth. It wasn't an Asian carp. That's 2 fish I've had on this. Oh, white bass. Good job. Hold on. I'm coming. That's a white bass. He's about 16 inches. Man. Yeah, we finally got something. All right, folks, we got our first fish. He caught a nice, he's about 15-inch white bass. Could be a hybrid. I have to see the side. Probably a white bass. That is a white bass, yeah. The green twister tail, huh? Not bad. You got the bucket if you want to keep it. That's a nice white bass. Yep. Alright folks, we got our first white bass. About a 15-incher. Not bad. We've been fishing for over an hour. Maybe they're just now starting to bite. You want to put it in the bucket or not? Okay. You'll have to take the shoes out. We didn't take the shoes out. So you have to lay the shoes on the concrete. Maybe I'll put a green twister tail on then too, I don't know. What sucks is they move in schools and they just come through sometimes for a minute or two and then they're gone. Got it. Got something. I think it might be a white bass. I don't know, I snagged it. I think. All right, folks, I got my first fish on the Strike King deep diver crankbait. All of a sudden, he's got a lot of energy. He was, didn't feel that big, but now he's pretty dang big, and he's in that swift water. I think it's just something I got by the tail. Boy, he's going down way by her. Just don't cast for a minute. Most likely an Asian carp, because I've been bumping them, but we can't be sure. I don't know. It could be a white bass I got by the tail too. It's definitely not a fair hooked fish. It feels foul hooked. It's either in the back or toward the tail or something. I have to wear this one out or I got to run down the rocks. I'm just going to try to wear him out. It could be a hybrid. It could be a hybrid. It ain't acting like a carp. It might be a hybrid. They'll hit this lure. This water's so swift, it's hard to do anything with him. Well, folks, I got me a nice fish here. I just got to keep tension on it because I'm worried if I let off, he'll get off. Can you see what it is? Oh, I got it by the tail. Carp. I knew if I just kept making that same long cast over and over and bumping those rocks, I'd snag into one. Oh, that ain't even a big one. It's just because I got him hooked in the tail. It feels big, but it's not. It's only 5 or 6 pounds maybe. Got him skiing along the top. Well, I tell you what, he's wearing my arm out bad. Still a fun fight. It's better than getting nothing, I guess. Yeah, he's a small guy. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a carp. He's a small one. He's only about 4 or 5 pounds. And he is I can't tell if it's a big head or a silver yet until I get him hits a big head. Boy, I barely got him hooked, folks. I mean, barely. Oh, he might get off now, maybe. Yeah, I can't grab him. Oh, I sure could use a dip net right now. God, my shoes are getting all wet. Alright, folks. Alright, got me a Asian carp by the tail. He is heavier than I thought. He's about 7 or 8 pounds, maybe even 9. Barely hooked. You see that? I just pulled it right out. Got him on a crankbait, just trolling and trolling over and over, making real long casts and bouncing the rocks on the bottom of the water column. And you lose a lot of crankbaits doing it, but it eventually pays off. You can get spoonbill doing it. You can get hybrids. You got to use the largest crankbait possible that you can find at Walmart, which is the Strike King KVD, which is Kevin Van Dam series. They go down up to 19 feet. And I recommend taking the front hook off of them, and then you just cast that sucker out and just pull it as hard as you can till it bounces off that bottom. And that's how you get these fish. It's a lot of fun. They are one hell of a fight, I'll tell you. All right, we're gonna put her back, even though most people just kill them. I don't believe in that. I don't think there's no hope in saving them or killing them all anyway. You might as well just let one go. He ain't gonna make it anyway. It is bleeding really bad. Look at all that blood. No, it's coming out of the gills. I don't know. It was the way I grabbed it, probably. All right, I finally got a fish. Oh, man. Oh, I got one. Definitely got one. Look. Yeah. Right in the back. He hadn't even started fighting yet because he hasn't figured it out yet. Now he notices. Alright folks, I just got carp number 2, another big head. About the exact same size, a little smaller. This one's maybe 5 pounds. And he's barely hooked just like the last one. So that's 2 in 10 minutes, so my method is working. Thank God these things ain't got teeth. Boy, talk about barely hooked. Alright folks, carp number 2. Hey, it is about the same size, maybe a little tiny bit smaller. Not a bad fish nonetheless. Another big head carp. Alright, I'm going to put her back again. Oh, got him. Oh, this one's bigger. Oh yeah, I gotta loosen my drag. Oh man, this ain't no baby like the last 2. Oh no, this ain't a little one. This ain't a little one. I gotta control the drag with my thumb again. This one's 20 pounds. At least 15, could be bigger. It got off. No, it didn't. No. Still there. Folks, I got a big one this time. 3 fish in 10 minutes. So then my method is finally working. I figured out exactly where they are, how hard to reel it in, and how not to get hung up. So my method finally worked. I had to go through a couple crankbaits of trial and error to learn the water. And it just, took me about an hour to figure it out. Now I'm getting a lot more fish. I'm bumping them almost every time because there's several of them stacked in the same little spot where the whirlpool is, and every time I cast, I bump one almost every time. Not getting tired. I got him kind of hooked in the middle of the back, that's why. It'll take me a while. Boy, I sure could use a dip net. Oh. He ain't giving up yet. Yeah, I got him right in the back of the fin, the first fin, or dorsal fin, anal fin, or whatever it is. I got 4 cranks on him that time. He's wearing out. I can't even move him hardly. Slowly pulling over. He's not as near as big as I thought. He's probably 10. He's about 10 though. I got it. Yeah, no, I got it. Shit. This is stupid not have a dip net. Really dumb to not have a dip net. Yeah, this one, folks, is about, he's about 10 to 12 pounds. All right, don't pull, don't pull. Don't have no tension on it. God. I gotta get a better spot. That's part of the problem. I'm not in the right spot.
That's the right spot because you get off
No, don't ever do that. Don't pull the line like that. I have to pull him this way, your way. I can't do it from the other side because it's risking putting too much tension on the line and breaking off. Little quiet spot, yeah. Alright folks, this one's about a 10 to 12 pounder here. And he's still not really done, but I'm getting tired of fighting him, so I'm going to try to grab it. Don't pull, don't pull. Oh man, he ain't ready, is he? You're gonna have to get the pliers in the front of the backpack. Nope, I got it. All right, folks. I finally landed him after about 15-minute battle. It's a little bigger guy than the first two. He's about, I'm gonna say he's 11 pounds. Pretty hefty guy, because they're really bony. Go ahead and put her back too, see if I can get a bigger one. Last spring I was catching them 30 to 20 to 40 pound range. So these are still small actually. All right, a lot of fun. Fish number 3 for me. All right. Yeah, I should have. I'll be back in a little bit if I get hung up or whatever. Hopefully I don't. Try not to get hung up. All right, folks, I'm heading down to the wall. I'm going to try to get a hybrid striper or a really hungry white bass. I don't know, this lure is probably a little much for a white bass. I don't know if they would actually want this or not because it's oversized. But you never know, maybe a good 18-incher might hit it. But I'm actually wanting a hybrid, so we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to be casting up in this swift tailwater here. Now, my light pole wouldn't mess up. Good God. What's going on here? You've got to be kidding me. My pole wants to act up after it's been doing good right when I want to come up here. Alright, we are going after the big boys this time, folks. Deep diving right on the wall. Really swift water. It actually hurts your arms and hands just to crank the crankbait through it. The guy that just left had 5 hybrids. He caught the majority of his bouncing a spoon off the bottom, so his tactic might work better, but this should work eventually if I stay here for long enough. I don't see why it wouldn't. Folks, the Asian carp fun thing is over. I done lost all 3 of my $7 crankbaits that go down far enough. I have a very rare chance of getting in one now because this crankbait is only a 200 series Bandit, and I'm actually just trying to get a couple white bass now because it's getting closer to the evening. And she caught one more while I was down there. I didn't even see her, but this just don't go down far enough to even come close to those Asian carp. It don't cast near far enough or anything. There is a slim chance, but the chances are way less likely now. Most likely just get white bass now. This thing only goes 4 to 8 feet down, so she's officially caught more game fish than I have. I haven't gotten a one yet. There's still a chance. Just not near as great. White bass. All right. The Bandit crankbait prevails, folks. I switched to a smaller crankbait. That one I was using was way too big for white bass to eat. It's a nice one. Because I was using that KVD Strike King, which goes down 19 feet. It was like 6 inches long. It's just too much for a white bass. They don't even look at it, or if they do, they turn around. This is more of a subtle crankbait, a little smaller. It's only 2.5 inches long. So I'll quit getting Asian carp. I might get one more on accident, but odds are I won't get any more. But now I'll get the white bass, and it's getting close to evening, so might have a chance to get a few decent ones. I had given up on the hybrids because that current's so swift. After about an hour, it just kills your arm. running those big crankbaits through that swift undertow. I finally got one. He's not a bad one. He's not huge by any means, but he's a good 12, 13 inch one. He's bleeding bad. Oh man. That makes 3 white bass for us. Boy, what is we got going on here? This is a complete disaster. All tangled or something. We got 3 white bass. Hers being the biggest. Mine being the second biggest. Not a bad, not a bad little stringer going on now though. I'll take white bass. I don't have to have hybrids. It would be fun, but I'll be happy with white bass for now. Finally, got one. All right, folks, I got fish number 4. Let's hope this is a white bass, or fish number 5, I mean. I think it is. I doubt it's a carp, but it could be. It's acting like a white bass. What is this? I don't know. White bass is just tiny. Not worth keeping this one. They're right on the bank. You ought to put that beetle spin on now. Right before dark, the spinner. The thing with the spinner on it. Remember that you bought? No, the spinner with the spinner. The beetles. No, I don't, but you should. They'll bite on that right now. I'm about to. All right, folks. White bass number 2 for me. Little guy, about 9 inches, maybe 10. Ooh. All right. Hi guys. Oh, pretty good. Not too bad. Except losing all my $7 crankbaits. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh boy. That rock, I turned around to turn to you, that dang rock is wet right there. There you go. It's just a one day. We're from Missouri.
Missouri?
Yeah. I had to go down to Clarksville to pick something up, and I said I want to stop by here on the way home. Oh, okay. She's got the same thing. Yeah, I got 3 white bass right there, right in front of her. No, they're on a metal stringer. Or soon. About 15 minutes we'll go. I'm gonna try a crankbait again. I know it's idiotic, but it's how I've been getting all the fish. I got one on the twister tail, that was it. No, yeah, just one I think. The black and white one. There you go. That's a little one. What do you? It might be a skipjack. No, it's a white bass. That might be a yellow bass. It is. All right, folks, she just got her first yellow bass of the day. Show it to the camera, hold it up. Hold it sideways. She caught a yellow bass here at Kentucky Lake. Oh. Here, let me. Oh boy. I might be able to get one. You hung up? You got, oh, you got one? You might have a carp. Well, you got something nice. Make sure they can pull it out if it fights too hard. Oh, this might be a really big one for you. That's a white bass. Man, that's a nice one, hon. Okay, hold on. Oh. Oh, good job, the chartreuse. Yeah, that's the good. Oh, God. Ah, hold on. Okay. All right, folks, she just got a nice white bass on a 3-inch chartreuse twister tail. Ow! Ooh, he finned me bad. He's a nice one. About 12 inches. Not huge. I don't know, the way your pole acts, it acts like it's a really big, way bigger fish than what it is. That's because it's cheap. We're gonna have to carry the shoes up separate and put them in the car. Carp. I did too for a second. Alright folks, that makes 4 nice white bass on the stringer. Broke it? That had to have been a carp. Man, he didn't even give you a chance. I thought you had the drag set right. No, you didn't have it set right. Apparently, couldn't pull it out hard enough. That's probably what that was. It could have been a white bass. I don't know if there's any of them chartreuse ones left. There might be one more in there. Yes. No. Got off. God. What is the deal? I got 6 freaking hooks. That makes no sense. That he got away when I got 6 hooks. I think I got a yellow bass. It's a white bass. Too small to keep though. Alright folks, I got white bass number 4 for myself. Makes 8 for us total, I think. And he's just a little 9-incher again. I've gotten 2 of those out of 4. Too small to keep. I was thinking it was a little yellow. Are you kidding me?